For us, it was really unexpected that we found ourselves needing food support. We'd got savings, we'd planned ahead, we'd budgeted well, and then our housing situation changed, and that had a knock-on effect. I was quite unwell, so couldn't work. My husband was a student, and we needed to move house and pay lots up front. So suddenly all our savings are depleted. We've got housing security, but zero income. And 2 little kids. And it was just a couple of small things in a really quick succession that suddenly we found ourselves in a situation we just could never have imagined. And it made me realise how quickly anybody can find themselves in a difficult situation. We were able to get cooked meals delivered to us or collected from the OX4 food crew, which is based in East Oxford. We also received from a local community hub dried foods, so cupboard foods. But I was so embarrassed. I was worried that people would think I didn't look like somebody who needed help. Or, you know, a few months ago, I was buying a nice coffee in the cafe, and now I'm receiving a free meal in the same setting. Would people think I was lying? And I don't think anybody who's asking for food support is doing it for a free ride, because it takes a lot to step forward and say that we're not coping on our own. So I was really embarrassed, but then we were met with such kindness and treated with such dignity that embarrassment soon faded away. Because we'd asked for the food support, it then led to us getting other areas of support. I started working with a work coach, and it built up my confidence, and that led to me finding a job and getting out of the situation that we're in. But that was only because we'd asked for help with the first thing, and that was the catalyst for help that we needed in other areas. Yeah, I think there can be an assumption that it's of people's own doing. You know, we didn't need budgeting lessons. We budgeted very well. We didn't need to work harder. That wasn't an option at the time. So I think sometimes there can be an assumption that not enough is being done within the family. But if people are reaching out for this kind of support or for help with food security, it's because they don't have the answers within the family unit. We couldn't just work harder or budget better or meal plan. We'd done those things. That wasn't enough to counter the unexpected and ill health and a change of situation. So if people are saying that they've exhausted their options, we need to listen to the individual stories, not the collective figures or the statistics. I didn't expect to be in that situation, but I'm happy to talk about it because I'm not a statistic. I'm a person with a family, with interests, we've got our own family and friends, and it's not just a soundbite in a newspaper. This was what we lived for months. I think if people are worried with the cost of living rising, and especially cupboard staples, things like pasta and rice, the things that bulk out a meal, fill tummies, we're seeing get more and more expensive. I think it's worth having a look round to what is available. So I was surprised to find out about the community larder that's open to anybody. It's not means tested. You don't have to declare that you are on a low income or no income. Instead, it's open to anybody, and they're using surplus food to reduce what gets wasted. So for us, that was absolutely ideal. It was really local. We got loads of fresh fruit and veg, and we cooked more vegetarian food, and we tried different things. But it's worth looking at somewhere like Good Food Oxford to see if they can point you towards somewhere local, or if there's different things going on in your area. I think more awareness has been raised about the need for it, so there's more action happening. And it is sometimes hard to step out and ask for help, but it's out there and it can make a huge difference.